Welcome to another day on our 2025 NC500 trip. You join us starting day 3, leaving Oban and once again heading towards the start of the NC500 route in Inverness, then on to Applecross Pass before our final destination in Ullapool. Don't forget to join us for a quick update in Loch Ness, where we stop for a much needed brew out of the rain.
Okay, let's go. Jump!
Big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
In the dark, in the pale moonlight, done my hair up real big, beauty queen style, high heels off, I'm feeling alive. Oh my God, I feel it in the air, telephone wires above, all sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire, I feel it everywhere, nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know
Day 3. Stop at Nessie, which is our usual stop for a brew before we get to Inverness. The weather's been pretty horrendous so far this morning. We've had rain since setting off, and then it did clear a little bit as we got closer to Loch Ness, so we did get some dry roads, which weren't too bad. And like a quick stop here and then on to Inverness before then we go on to start the actual NC route. First part being towards Applecross and then on to Ullapool for our next day tonight. Yeah, ready for more rain on Applecross. It'll be interesting to see what the weather's like when we get there. I think it has forecast pretty much rain all day for most of today's riding. Yesterday we did get a pretty good day, to be fair. What was that place called that we stopped for a drink yesterday? The oldest pub in Scotland. We stopped at is it Lag? Yeah. Stopped at Lag. Quite a nice little coastal place. Drove us. We spoke to some other guys there that were on bikes, just chatting about where they go. They're sort of quite local, and they were telling us about this Drovers Inn, which is a bit of a bikey place to stop. So we did stop there yesterday on our way to Oban. Quite a nice little place. And then after that, stopped at Green Welly, which is another one of our usual little stops. Before then going on to Oban. We'll put some footage of that route if we had some battery left on the camera. Batteries keep running out, so the footage is a bit few and far between. So yeah, we'll carry on and see if we can get some more dry roads. So this is our stop at Loch Ness and Nessie. Quick drink stop before we carry on. Bike's packed up, looking a little bit worse for wear with all this road dirt. Had some pretty torrential rain so far on this trip, so but yeah, just about to get kitted up and set off to Inverness.
Gas me
Last year we had high winds, and just when you think Applecross couldn't get any more treacherous, this year we have high winds and heavy rain. It made for another interesting ride of Applecross Pass this year. At some point I'll include an unedited, normal speed version of Applecross Pass on the channel, just for reference of what it's like in real time. day 3 in Scotland. Time to get dried out and have a much earned curry at the essence of India. It wouldn't be a stay in Ullapool without a visit. And what would you know, the weather's cleared up just in time for the end of the day. Why not give us a subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next instalment of our trip. See you soon.